All right, here is the SOFITEN Victor W Gel Ball Blaster. This is a fully automatic electric gel ball blaster. It has two to show you how it works. So everything you see up here on the table comes inside the box, nicely wrapped up. It's a nice presentation with the plastic shells to keep everything separated and keep everything safe. So let's start. First off, obviously, safety glasses. Make sure that you wear eye protection when you play with gel ball blasters. That's important. Now, when it comes to gel balls, they give you 4 10,000 packs of gel beads to start with. So never ever store them in the magazine. So right here's your magazine, and here's where your gel balls go. And when you're done playing, make sure you shake any extra ones out. Even push this button and get any out of the feed tube. Leave it open to dry out. And when it comes to the drum mag, same thing. Leave it open, push this button, get me out of the feed tube, and let it dry out. It's common for them to be a couple gel balls left in there when you're done playing. You just want to get them all out of there because there's parts and electronics in there that you don't want the gel balls to dehydrate and stick to, okay? So since we're talking about that magazine, like I said, these are electronic. They're going to pull power off of the blaster battery. They're going to spin a little motor in here that pushes a wheel. It pushes gel balls up the feed tube so that they're ready to get into that barrel to shoot. So that helps with consistency, and both of these are motorized. The battery for this is a 1400 mAh 7.4 volt battery. You can see it's a 2-plug connection. The 2-pin black JST connection is for the blaster, and the white plug's for the charger. And this is your included USB charger. So you're going to want to charge that up right when you get it. Now, your battery is going to go up front here. So the easiest way is to, first you can take this barrel, pull this barrel out, and then we can pull this piece off, okay? So there's this button you push here, and you're just going to have to pull it. So you see the gray button there? That unlocks it, and your battery goes right in here. So we'll plug that in, and we'll tuck the battery back in. So it looks like there's plenty of room for it in here, so tuck it back in. Now I always like to try right away. On-off button. All right, so we know it's working. We'll get back to that in a little bit. We'll just slide this back on, and this should just clip in place. So push it into place, clips into place. So you saw previously it had this little barrel in there, and that just went right to the end. So that's kind of one setup you can do for the barrel. Or if you remove this, you'll have this long barrel. This will come in 2 pieces. That can go in that end, and then this just slides right in and stays there with pressure. So we'll leave that longer one on there. Now you see this right here. That moves too. That's the button to release this piece for the batteries on that side. That's that gray button. But this button is your priming or charging handle. So there's going to be this orange piece here that slides onto that. So that locks there. And now that's how you can prime the battery when you have, prime the magazine when you have it in there. And priming that kicks off the motor in here, has this fill up the feed tube before you start pulling the trigger. I'll show you that in a moment too. Lots of accessories that come with this one. I'm not going to go through putting them all on, right? You got a couple different sights, rear sight, front sight. You got a nice scope here. We'll go ahead. These are powered so that they have some lights in them, it looks like. This has a little bit of magnification, and then it does have a nice green lights up there for your sight. Okay. Got another nice one here. You can see that lights up too. Maybe there you go. Should be a laser and a flashlight. I mean, you have a lot of different choices here when it comes to accessories, more than I've seen with other blasters. And lastly, we got this one, which again is going to light up and give you a little red dot you can see. All right, so lots of accessories there. But let's go back to the blaster. So before we throw the magazine in, you see you got this nice folding stock. It locks in place right here. That's how you fold it back. Okay, doesn't telescope, it doesn't need to, just folds over. And then let's put one of the mags in. So fill this up after you've soaked those gel balls properly. Just gonna slide right in here, okay? You do need to give it a good push. This is your magazine release, either side. So you can just push, I'm used to using that finger, just go ahead and push that. So after you got that in there, we'll turn it on. You pull that back, that's when you can hear that running, so it's priming. And then you're ready to shoot, okay? It does do this, cool. The drum mag here, if we see this, spins like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that is a quick rundown. There are so many things going on with accessories, so go ahead and put those on however you like best. But that's a quick rundown that shows you basically how to get this up and running. It's the SOFITEN Victor W Gel Ball Blaster. And of course, I'll